Okay, guys, welcome to this week's weekly Fife Property Update. This is the week beginning 10th of October to yesterday, the 16th of October. We're going to look at the property market again, what's happening right across there in terms of transactions, in terms of numbers sold and under offer, and I'll tell you why that's key for people that haven't watched before. Feel free to ask questions if you like. More than happy for you to do that. This is live in the moment. I'm also going to talk about the properties we've got coming on. Some of the properties have actually recently sold and the reason why. And actually, some of the properties have actually concluded, and I can now tell you what they went for, which is actually a really good, strong indicator about where the market is just now in terms of what we're achieving. Right across the board, actually, Fife property prices are around about 3.4% up on the year before. That gives a strong indication that the market is cooling off a wee bit. But I still believe in the next 4 years, property prices will probably increase round about 20%. That's quite a startling figure. Could you imagine your property price going up 20% in the next 4 years? That's a lot of money. But I'll tell you the reason behind that as well. I'm going to talk about two things. Our show yesterday on buy-to-let finance and how to do that. I tell you what, if you're looking to get into buy-to-let, that was a masterclass in getting started, and also a lot of top tips and where you can get the best deals and the best advice. And also, we're going to talk about the Fife property prices and the coming into autumn, and how they're going to be affected by anything that's happening in the economy as it is. So let's look at some of the numbers. Okay, so across the Fife region in the last week, there's 8 properties come to market in the Cooper area. There's 5 going under offer and sold. So supply is outstripping demand. That's a familiar sound happening recently. Supply is outstripping demand, which means there could be a cooling. However, there's only about 500 properties on the market up for sale at any one point in time. Good evening, Angela. Which is a strong indicator that we're selling 500 properties a month as estate agents right across Fife. So really, there's still only a month's stock available in the marketplace, whereas around about 12 months to 15 months ago, there was almost 2.5 times that. So it still gives you a strong indicator that even though there's huge amounts of supply coming on, we've still got a long way to go to get back up to the stock that we need in order for the market to settle and calm down. Okay, East Neuk, 3 came onto the market, 6 sold. There's no surprise there. East Neuk always outperforming. It's a very high demand area. St Andrews, 5 came onto market, 8 sold. Again, St Andrews is bucking the trend. Last week as well, it was more sold than actually going under, actually coming onto the market. Levenmouth, 8 versus 12. Levenmouth performing extremely well. Dunfermline, 29 come onto market, 33 sold. Glenrothes, 24 came onto the market. Where did that come from? Glenrothes every single week has outperformed. So in other words, there's been more sold than there's actually been listed. So actually, I don't know why all of a sudden 24 people have decided in 1 week in the Glenrothes area, that's KY6 and KY7, to put the properties on the market. Let's see what happens next week. I suspect that might be down, and the sales side will be up to balance that off. Kirkcaldy, 35 came to market and 29 sold. Kirkcaldy again performing extremely well. So total overall in Fife, 112 gone on the market last week, and 102 actually gone under offer and sold. Again, when you monthly that up, so every week times 4, there's 448. You've got that wee bit extra in the month. There's about 500. So that's why I says there's about 500 properties if you go into Rightmove or Zoopla and type in Fife and take out the ones that are currently sold, and that'll give you a strong indicator. Incidentally as well, what I would suggest is, if you're looking to sell before Christmas, you've probably got no chance now. You need to actually think about it now for after Christmas. There is about 1,500 to 1,800 properties currently under offer and sold, waiting to transact through. If we're doing 500 a month, there's 1,500 to 1,800 actually waiting to go through in terms of the legal process. You've got about 3 months worth of stock actually waiting to go through with the solicitors, who do not have all that spare capacity to put it through. So they'll have to go in that same sort of production line strategy. So they will probably be doing 500 a month as well. So it will take about 3 months from you getting a sale just now to get actually over the line on average. It will take about 4 months if you put your house on the market now, because generally it takes about 25 days to 30 days to sell a house on average across Fife. I know we're selling within, before it even gets on a website, and I know we're selling within 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to talk about the ones that now they're selling actually quite quick as well. And that gives a strong indicator how we're performing in comparison to what the average is. So I would say we're well above average. So let's look at some of these properties I've actually sold, and we'll tell you about some of the properties that are actually coming on. I'll just dig through my paperwork here. Okay, sold last week for us, New Grange Crescent in Pitt and Weem. This is a 3-bedroom semi-detached house, sold in 2 weeks at a record price. I'll say that again, a record price. The new owner is clearly looking forward to village life, so somebody coming to live in the village. Adamson Terrace is the next one that we got sold and under offer. That was actually sold at a closing date on Friday. Again, a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was sold at a closing date. 3 other people missed out, so there's good demand for 2-bedroom apartments in the Leedmouth area. And Nethergate North and Crail. This was a 2-bedroom period property, as you can see there. That's the property there with the extension, or probably a shed to the rear. It's actually been converted into part of the house, and then the gate going through to the garden. So that was actually sold in 11 days, and that was sold for a record price again. 4 other people missed out. Again, if you've got property in these areas and you're considering selling, now has to be the time. That's the key here. It has to be the time. Now is the time to sell. That is definitely, because this is the best market we've seen in 20 years, I would say. If not since records began in 1984. Never seen a market like this before in my life. I've literally just got an offer from a house. It was bought in January, and I literally got from January to now about 30% more in an uplift. Since January, 30% more. That's unbelievable. And that's how buoyant the market is. So coming soon, watch out for this, coming soon this week. And we have North Street in St Andrews. Yes, North Street in St Andrews. This is a 4-bedroom apartment with a current HMO in North Street in St Andrews. So that's going to be coming soon this week. Cedar Drive in Glenrothes. This is a 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalow. So if you're looking for a bungalow in the Glenrothes area, 2-bedroom, this could be the perfect one for you in Cedar Drive in Glenrothes. Brayside Cottage in Newton of Falkland. This is a 2-bedroom cottage, Newton of Falkland, very popular. It's just outside Falkland, on the Falkland, the back road, Falkland to Fruki. It's in there, Newton of Falkland. So it's a nice wee village life, kind of out in the countryside. And you've got the best of both worlds, because you can pop down the road to Cooper or pop down the road to Glenrothes if you're wanting any of your shopping or main facilities there. Largo Road and London Links is a 6-bedroom, 3-reception house. Plus, it's got a huge bonus of a 2-bedroom, 2-reception, self-contained apartment joined on below. It is on a huge plot round about it. And also finally coming onto the market this week, and you'll watch out for the pre-photo launches, is Mulberry Crescent in Methil. This is a 3-bedroom terraced house. So Mulberry Crescent, Methil, 3-bedroom terraced house coming into the market. That'll be extremely popular, especially for first-time buyers and upgraders from apartments to have a house for the first time. Back in front garden, perfect for families. So that's it. So completed. Let me tell you about the ones that are actually over the line now, that I can tell you what we got for them. Carslogie Road in Cooper, 4-bedroom detached bungalow, finally went for £365,000. Congratulations, Scott, on your new family home. That was a 4-bedroom detached bungalow in Carslogie Road in Cooper, £365,000. So if that's the kind of value you're looking at in terms of what could allow you to move on to your next property, and you've got a property in the Cooper area, in Carslogie Road area, and it's a 4-bedroom detached, that could be around about the value you were looking at. Backdites Terrace in Falkland, that was a 2-bedroom semi-detached house. It sold in 2 days, and it was a record price at 44% over the home report value. I'll mention that again, 44% over the home report value, which equated to around about £40,000 more. Congratulations, Martins. However, 4 other people missed out on this. So 4 other people missed out on this. So if you've got a 2-bedroom semi-detached house in the Falkland area, then please feel free to contact us. More than happy to talk to you about the possible valuation and possible sale of the house, or when you should be selling it. It's all about your circumstances and what's right for you. So we'll talk with you through your circumstances, what your objectives are, what you really need to achieve, and then we'll decide with you whether you should be selling your house or not at this time or at next year. That's the important thing. So it's all about getting the right advice just now. It's not about inviting us out to sell your house. It's inviting us out to get the right advice to say if you should be selling now or you should be selling later. If I believe that you should sell later, I will tell you that you should sell later. but this is based on a two-way conversation. So you can give me enough information, or our estate agents enough information, to be able to come back to you with a strategized plan in order to help you move forward. Orchard Gate in Cooper, 2-bedroom terraced house. That reached a new record price point for this type of property in Cooper. Typically, a 2-bedroom house would sell at a 3-bedroom house would sell at the same price in Orchard Gate in Cooper. So we actually reached a record price for the 2-bedroom houses in these areas. So congratulations to Rihanna for their first home for a first-time buyer. Narrowwind in St Monans, 2-bedroom townhouse, that sold at a closing date for a record price, 22% over the home report value, equated to £50,000 more. Yes, you heard that. £50,000 more of the home report value. 5 other people missed out on this. So if you've got a 2-bedroom, 2-reception townhouse in the St Monans or East Neuk area and you're looking to sell, potentially this is what you can achieve for it, because there is people looking all the time. Let me talk about some of the articles which we have on this post. So buy-to-let finance. I'm going to briefly talk to you about this. This is Sunday night. Are you extremely looking forward to your work tomorrow morning? Probably the answer is no. Do you like getting up to the alarm clock in the morning? The word alarm, what does it do? It alarms you. Exactly. Would you rather not have the option to lie in and enjoy yourself and not need to get up until the sun comes round on your bedroom at the other side of the house, possibly in the afternoon? Well, you could have that choice if you do this properly. Buy-to-let is a really good investment vehicle for delivering passive income and good returns in comparison to any other asset class you've got. We talk about this on the show and in the podcast as well, and also in the article. The more important thing is, do you want to set yourself free, or do you want to earn just a wee bit extra than you're not getting just now, just to help you out and just to maintain it? Are you getting the right returns on your investments? Possibly not. I know what I get as a minimum of 15% net return. That's what I get. And I probably get more than that, actually. But I don't monitor that all the time. I make sure I've got that. So that's what I get. What does the bank give you? Not that. Plus the fact I've also got the capital appreciation as well. So I'm literally paid 15% net returns to wait for the price of the property to go up in 4 years' time by 20%. There's another game. So this is an asset class. It pays you to wait. That's why it's important. If you're looking at any type of investment, I would recommend, personally for me, over the last 30 years, property has been the best asset class performing for me all the time, hands down, all the time. So we go in through this buy-to-let portfolio. We talk about buy-to-let lending at a glance, expanding your portfolio. We briefly talked about the subjects in the article itself, but to be honest, actually, we went way off track. We had Kessa Salimi, which is a fantastic mortgage broker from Freedom Financial. We had lettings director Richard Cook from Fife Properties. And we had myself, which I've been doing this for 30 years. I retired 16 years ago, financially free at 38 years old. So that probably gives you a clue. I now know and understand the dynamics in order to proceed forward and actually to do that quicker all the time. So that's why I've implemented a strategized system in order to achieve these results a lot quicker for people. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a medium to long-term strategy. Nothing comes that easy. It's only the few actually, luckily, land on that opportunity. So that's as well, and increasing your yield, improving your properties, and the tax efficiency as well. Tax is a really good, important thing to talk about in buy-to-let, especially with the impending changes possibly coming through. And also, we talk about that in the show, and also the increasing legislation brought about by the government, and rent controls. For rent controls by the government, it's a golden opportunity to actually increase your portfolio and make even more money. Work that out. The Scottish Government's going to shoot themselves in the foot by putting in rent controls. And we'll discuss that in the show. Okay, so the other one is, are Fife house prices set to fall in autumn? Okay, let me talk about this. So the article's in here. We've not actually done a show on this so far. We'll probably do it this week, actually. I'll probably get some of the team and we'll jump on and we'll talk about this. But basically, the average price in the average price across the UK, average salary versus average price across the UK for a house. And the multiplier, in other words, if you've got a salary of £30,000 and your average house price is £300,000, then your multiplier is 10 times. So in other words, you need 10 times your salary to buy a £300,000 house. Well, in the UK just now, it's 10.2 times your salary. In Fife, it's only 7.6 times. So what's happening is Fife will go incrementally up more and more and faster because what it is realigning with the UK prices. So that's why the property market is booming just now, and it will continue to boom as a result. 75% of the properties on the market just now, I discussed this previously, are actually under offer and actually subject to contract and sold. So we've got about 1,800 to 2,000 properties in Fife, but only 500 are available of them because all the rest are sitting waiting to go through the pipeline because they've been legally agreed and they're under offer. Since 2017, 36% of Fife properties were actually sold, whilst in October 2019, 49% of properties were sold, and it's 75% now. So that shows you where we are in terms of that, and the strain it's putting on all the systems and all the processes. So finally, I'll talk about my instant valuation tool again. I talk about this every single week. This is a listen, hands up who wants to save money. Me. Every single day. Hands up who wants more time as a result of saving money. Me. And that's the reality. If that's you as well, then this is the first step in your journey. If you're taking, we've got an instant valuation tool on here, which actually gives you a good indicator about what your property is worth. Round about that process, it gives you the low value, it gives you the medium value, and it gives you the high value top end. Now, low means you've got bathroom to do, kitchen to do, decoration throughout. Middle point is you can move in and you could probably do it as you go. Top end is probably you've just changed the kitchen recently in the last couple of years. You've changed the boiler, you've changed the heating system, and you've changed the bathroom as well, and you've decorated and carpeted over the last couple of years. That tends to be the top end valuation. So that gives you a good indicator of what they are. It also gives you valuations for lettings as well, for the rental values. You'd be amazed how many people out there have never increased their rents in maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And phenomenally, rents have actually rocketed up in that time. Now, I'm not saying that to increase your rents just for the sake of it. I'm saying increase your rents so you make sure you can reinvest in the property so the tenant has a better quality of life. And you've also got a duty of care as well to make sure all the current legislative procedures are actually in place, like the smoke alarms, the heat detectors, the carbon monoxide detector, Legionella testing, and also the EICR, which is electrical safety certificate, as well as many other things. You don't know until you know. So you don't know what you don't know as a result of the fact that all the legislation has come into place. And that's why it's important to get advice from the right people. And Lettings Director Richard Cook can help you with that. So instant valuation tools on there to help. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask us after this if you're watching this on rerun, or you can message us direct, or you could actually contact any local offices by email, info@fifeproperties.co.uk. You could phone any of the contact numbers, which are on the contact details on our website. Primarily, lettings is 01333 424 188. Sales is actually 01334 654 221, or you've got leading 01333 421 774. You've got Glenrothes 01592 75 2000. Until next time, guys, I'm Jim Parker for Fife Properties TV.